Good morning and welcome to Business. My name is Sandra Esinamapenu, and Auditor General Daniel Dumelovo says his office has begun a process to audit all state-funded road infrastructure projects in the country. The essence of the exercise is to ensure that funds spent on the construction of these roads correspond with their value.
Cooperation with Ghana Revenue Authority is just to ensure that revenues which are meant for government, which are not coming, we can help to bring some of them in. So about a month ago, we started having training on the GCNet, which is the software system that they use in collecting tax, that is customs. My people have, about 12 of my staff have been trained on that. They have been trained on the warehousing system. How does it work? They have been trained on that. They have also been trained on port operations. So now we can sit back, assess the system and see, is it producing the resources that are supposed to come to the government? So that is what we are trying to do. But when we come to domestic tax, we are looking at that also. I have another team who are being trained on how to assess banks, assess industries, assess mines, etc. So we are going to take a sample of these big taxpayers and recompute their tax liabilities and go to GRA and compare notes and say, what did you get? This is what we got. How did you arrive at your figure? And of course, if because persistently you have been doing something wrong, then I would like to warn that under Article 187 Clause 7 III, if government loses money, I am allowed to disallow and surcharge that amount against you if your negligence or misbehavior brought it about.
So this was actually a story about the audit service saying they are collaborating with the GRA to enhance the capacity of its workers for effective revenue collection. Now let's go back to the first story where the Auditor General has been talking about road infrastructure projects being corresponding with funds allocated to them.
According to the Auditor General, many of the roads constructed in the country have not gone through proper auditing to ensure that the monies used are well accounted for. Speaking to journalists after launching the 2018 audits, Daniel Dumelovo disclosed that infrastructure projects like public buildings will be added to the audit.
We are engaging the services of people who know the work to train our staff. Already, like I mentioned, we have quantity surveyors, we have engineers, we have architects, etc. in audit service. They are in one of our departments called Performance and Special Audit Unit. What it is going to take is just quality assurance approach. If, for instance, the bill of quantities says that you built 200 kilometers, we want to measure that with you. We want to go the full length of the road with you to see whether it is actually 200 kilometers we are paying for, or we are paying for 150 or 170. That is one. Two, if the bill of quantities says that the road should be maybe 14 feet wide, we want to measure intermittently. We can't measure the whole thing. But from different angles, we shall stop and measure.
Though it is unclear the particular sanctions, contractors who may be found culpable of any wrongdoing under the financial management law will be dealt with.
So that's what we want to do. So there and then, we will do it with the contractor. In front of you, we take the sample and say, our measurement shows that this is 7, it's not 11. Measure it yourself and tell us what you are also getting. And if we do that with you, maybe we take about 10 or 15 samples at different stages, and it shows that consistently you have not met the standard, then it means you have to refund some money back to us. You have cheated us.
The Office of the Auditor General is working on blocking salaries of heads of public institutions who fail to produce financial reports to the Auditor General.
Agriculture Information and Communication firm Isoko says it hopes to partner government to improve data collection in the country. According to the firm, most small and medium-scale enterprises in the country struggle with data collection and management, a situation that leaves much to be desired. Bismarck Ewusa was at the official launch of Isoko's data collection app called The Insight, and now reports.
Speaking to Joy Business at the official launch of the data collection mobile application known as the Insight, Chief Executive of Isoko, Dr. Daniel Asariche, noted his outfit seeks to complement government's commitment to paperless transactions.
We at Isoko have been working with the government over the last 4 or 5 years, so there are several important government programs we have been involved in. So one typical one is the government social protection program called the LEAP, and that program actually relies on Isoko technology to actually profile the beneficiaries. We work very well with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture on their flagship program of Planting for Jobs and Food. What we've seen across Ghana, across the country, is that small-scale businesses, small and medium-sized enterprises, have been struggling with how they manage their data. Right, so what Insight does is to transform the way these businesses actually use and manage data. So we really want to have a tool that allows businesses to manage the way they get data, generate insight to manage their business, make it much more profitable. You are open to work with government, you are open to PPP arrangement, you are open to any potential business that want to work with us, to be able to use the tool, to leverage the tool to improve on whatever they are doing.
The mobile application is a simple, fast and flexible platform which can be used to collect quality data from anywhere in the world with or without an internet connection. It captures photos, fingerprints and signatures. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Communications has reiterated its commitment to implementing digital initiatives in most sectors of the economy. Desmond Boateng is Director of Policy Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Ministry of Communications.
The Ministry is implementing a number of digital initiatives, such as the e-immigration system at the Pretoria International Airport, the e-justice system to facilitate the administration of justice, e-parliament system to enhance the work of parliamentarians and to assess the parliamentary information by the public, and also e-government in general as an efficient way of delivering government services to the public. We can also mention the deployment of paperless port system to facilitate transactions and operations at the port to reduce clearing time and assurance of government revenue. It is key to note that without your digital address, it is impossible to register for the Ghana card. All these are to make access to public services effortless and efficient.
Isoko says the mobile app will help bridge the gap between agricultural producers and markets. Bismarck Ausa, Joy Business.
That's all for business this morning. My name is Sandra Esinamapenu.